Everything with Ace was moving along fine. We've been talking for a few months now. We spoke on the phone all the time. He picked me up from school more often than he didn't. We had small little dates, nothing major, but we never really said we were together. I guess you could say it was understood. I was scared for my mother to find out anyway. I finally told my father Tavio and I broke up. He asked if I wanted him to break his legs, but I didn't. I didn't tell my father about the threats or grabbing on me. If I did, regardless of what I wanted, my father and uncle would handle it. Tavio right now didn't bother me. He still tried to call, but not even as often. I still did not answer. I haven't spoken to Claudia since that day, which was also a few months ago. Anyway, back to Ace. He was out front waiting for me, and today was one of the warmer days, giving a glimpse of the springtime we all can't wait for. As I am walking out the front door toward the street, I see Ace and smirk to myself. He definitely looked like someone the girls would want to know, but he paid them no mind, and I love that. He was leaning on his passenger side door as usual, but today there were others with him. Another light brown skinned dude was leaning on the passenger side door talking to Ace. He was about 5'10ish, dressed nicely, clean sneakers. He had his hat cocked to the side, not all the way down, but not all the way up either. The other dude had his back to me, so I couldn't see much about him yet. He was tall like Ace, maybe 6'3", 6'4". He was wearing a black bubble vest with a black hoodie with the hood on, some black sweats, and some black Jordans. He looked like he was ready to catch a lick. As I get closer, Ace smiles at me. I never told him I love to see his grill, but I think he knows that's why he does it more often. Naturally, it makes me smile back at him. But when he smiles, the one in the all black turns around to see who Ace smiled at. He is light skinned, darker than me, but that's not hard to do. He looks me up and down as I walk toward Ace, not in a flirtatious way, just looking. Hi, light skin, Ace says as I get closer. Before I could even answer, his homeboy answers. Hi, in a girly tone. We all start laughing, and all of them had full gold grills, which must be a thing of their crew. I continue toward Ace and give him a hug. He does a slight rock from side to side and kisses my cheek. This is Summer, he says towards his friends. And this is Fame and Clue, he says about his friends. Fame was the light skinned one, and Clue was the light brown one. Hey, I say to them. What's up, Shorty? Clue says. What's up, Tiny? Fame says. Ace looks over at him. What? Clue said, Shorty. I needed my own adjective. He replies. We all start laughing again. Adjective? Check you out. Flushing education, not leaving any child behind, Ace says, which makes them laugh even more. Y'all went here. We were all enrolled here. Yes, Summer, Fame says. How old are you? Because you honestly look like a case. This nigga, Clue says. I chuckle a bit. I'm 15. Oh, you don't look it. She came out of the school. She can't be that young. She could have been some child prodigy. I don't know. Everyone starts laughing. And I go to Flushing? Good point, Tiny. Good point, he says. We stand talking for a little while longer while the rest of the school is still dismissing. People are looking, but no one walks over to any of them. I see double takes, probably because I'm standing with the three of them. People love to be nosy and love to talk. I can only imagine what people are saying. Plenty of people have seen me with Ace before, and Prince loves to say I'm his cousin's girl. I don't say much because I do remember what Jules told me. I still haven't brought up the fact that I know he's the plug, and clearly he isn't offering that information. He is getting more comfortable with me as a whole, so I guess in due time. I'm not rushing. I know, and I'll remain quiet. I met his friends, and I spoke to one of his sisters on the phone. She is the same age as me. The other one is really young, about 4 years old. You mind if Clue rides with us? He asked me. Nah, I don't care. Alright. He grabs me and pulls me to stand in front of him while they continue to talk. He had his arms wrapped around me in a hugging fashion. They were talking about a bunch of nothing, mostly basketball and who tripped up who on the Ave that they all know in Corona. All I hear is Damien in my head. There's lead in the water over there. I try to keep from laughing so I don't have to explain, but that might break the ice on this plug situation. Yo, I gotta break out, but we got that thing tonight, right? Fame questions. Yeah, Ace replies. Alright. He slaps Ace and Clue a five. Nice meeting you, Summer. Nice meeting you too. He turns to leave. He had his own car that was also heavily tinted. I assume they work together. I don't know how old Fame and Clue are, but they don't look that old. And if they all went to Flushing, they're within the same age range as Ace. As we're getting ready to leave, Clue gets in the back seat. I can't say I wasn't surprised. I don't know why, I just didn't think he'd go to the back seat for me. Most dudes act like dipshits. Ace also wasn't acting funny in front of his friends. More points for him. As we start driving, it was quiet for a bit and then the natural questions start. You got friends, Summer? Nope. I lead a lonely life. I start laughing. What happened to Aspen? Ace asked. Playa, playa, I chime in. Whose friend are you? Clue asks. Ace starts laughing. I was just asking. I didn't say who she was. Aspen is cool, but I can't bring her home. My mom would flip. Ace looks over at me. She's white. I nod my head. My mother is white. She would understand. Maybe. Oh, you a swirl, Clue says. We start laughing. The conversation was casual between the three of us on the way toward the 2-4. When we pull up, I open my door to get out, and naturally, Clue gets out so he can come to the front, and Ace gets out so he could talk to me. Lauren must have a tracker on me or the fact that I was around testosterone because, sure enough, she walked her happy self right out of the store. She smiles so big when she sees me. Knowing her, her mind is going a mile a minute. Summer, she says. I roll my eyes playfully. I see Clue and Ace look at her, but say nothing. Hi, Lauren. She waits and pauses, waiting for me to introduce her, but I turn back toward Ace. Don't be rude, she says loud and obnoxious. I'm not being rude. I shake my head. I am Lauren, Summer's very good friend. Ace nods in acknowledgement but doesn't say anything. Clue looks her up and down, but also stays quiet. I see she looks a little taken aback, but clearly these were not the type of dude she's used to. She stands back some and her smile drops. I didn't think she was going to wait for me after that, but she did. I got this little thing tonight, but hopefully I'll get back in time to call you. We may need to get you your own line. Imagine explaining that to my mother. Good luck. Good luck to you. Not when I say you paid. Now you gotta come and explain. We both start laughing. We gotta explain what you do too, I say and I pause. I could have sworn I just saw Evan's car go by and I would hope that I'm wrong. What I do to what? Ace questions. He and Clue turn around to see what I'm looking at. What happened? He follows up with, nothing. I'll explain later. I'm gonna walk toward my house with Lauren. I say in a thinking tone, still looking in the direction, kinda squinting my eyes. Alright. We hug and he kisses my forehead. He turns to get back in the car. Clue was still looking around before he gets in the car. I motioned to Lauren to come on so we could walk toward our buildings. Bitch, why you play me? Lauren asked. Play you? I sound confused. You didn't introduce me. I know that was Ace. You got Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Larry, Mo, Curly. You don't need shit else. And Prince is his cousin. Now you want to meet his friend? The friend of the Connect is better than the cousin. Girl, please shut up. I shake my head in disbelief. The sad part is, I really feel she was serious. Nah, I saw Prince, we did whatever, and now he's dubbing me. You saw him when? I cut school with him last week. I was gonna tell you, but literally, by that night, he was ignoring me. I cried it out, and I'm over it. I honestly didn't have a reply. That has to be a sucky feeling. When we got to the part in our walk when we part ways, she went to her building and I went to mine. I didn't have much time to think about the fact that I thought I saw Evan's car. I couldn't even bring it up to Lauren because she brought up the other stuff. I want to feel like Evan would be above driving Tavia all over to look for me, but I'm not too sure. I would think he was too afraid of my father. But by the way he was pulling on me like a rag doll, maybe not. He probably knew I wouldn't tell my father, especially after a few months went by. I was off in my own head, so I'm glad when I get home, no one is there. When I walk in, I go straight to the kitchen, wash my hands, and look for some food. I didn't even put anything down yet. I'll just take everything into my room so I don't have to walk back and forth. I want to call Tavio's house, but I know that's exactly what he wants. I won't find out the answer to my questions because I'm definitely not calling Claudia's snaky ass. Not too long after I get settled in my room, the phone rings and it's Lauren. Hello. You really not going to introduce me to Ace's friend? Never, especially now. What's that supposed to mean? You fucked Prince. So don't tell the friend. Bye, Lauren. I immediately hang up. I am not in the mood for that right now. I love her, but nope, not now. No sooner than I finish my thought, she calls back. I start laughing as I answer. What, Lauren? You are just overly rude today. I am not, but okay. Ace is cute, she says and sounds like she's smiling. I'm happy for you, Summer. Happy for what? A drug dealer's wife. My dream. I am no one's wife, and I'm not even sure that's a true aspiration. Whatever, you don't get it. The power, the money. Ugh. Girl, I got homework. Whatever. Hopefully tomorrow you aren't this rude. The next morning was very cloudy, and as I'm walking to school, I keep feeling like someone is watching me. I might be just paranoid. I keep looking over my shoulder and behind me as I walk. Damien was standing in front of the store by himself as I got closer to our normal meetup. You got warrants, Bright. I start laughing. Nah, I could have swore I saw my ex yesterday as I got out. I don't know what he is, but I got out his car. Oh, mama baby got boy trouble? He says in his southern mom tone. I don't have boy trouble. I have a nigga who don't understand his done and the plug. I start laughing. What plug? Oh, shut up, D. I know Jules told you. Yeah, he did. And normally, I'd be ready to beat up whoever you thought was your man. But you want to come out the gates with my money flow? I started laughing. He approached me. Yeah, I'm sure he did. You don't really give me the vibes the other girls do. You bright, so I can't be too sure though. Whatever that was supposed to mean. These girls be knowing what they doing. They know who got money, who doing what. You seem like you just be chilling. Oh, I do. I say and laugh. Exactly what I mean. Why your ex stalking you though? He a street nigga. I don't need y'all to beat him up. I'm not scared. He just annoying. He a street nigga too. Yeah, don't start no war. he says. Jules, Shania, and Tony walk up the block closer to us. Y'all been here long? Tony questions. Nah, I thought we was gonna be late. This nigga did not want to get up this morning, she says. You slept by Jules? I look at Jules and he gives me his big smile. He had his friends in this morning, so it made me laugh even harder. Yeah, I'll explain later though. I want to get to class on time. Jules' smile drops quickly. He looks confused. Okay, I reply in a confused tone. Right before we're about to walk into the building, an all-black BMW pulls up with heavily black tints. The driver's door opens while the car is still running, and everyone's eyes are fixed on the car. It was like a slow-motion scene from a movie. The anticipation to see who it was seemed like it took longer than it actually did. First, we see a black Scully come out the door, then a black bubble coat. He looks in the direction of the store and closes the car door. He walks towards the entrance of the store. All the girls coming out the store just stop and stare. He looks my way and smiles. What's up, Tiny? He walks towards me and slaps 5 and hugs me. He doesn't acknowledge anyone else standing with me. Hi, Fame. You going to class? Yeah. I see him looking around. I assume he is looking to see if Ace drove me. You saw Grams? Not this morning, no. Okay, talk to you later, he says and half hugs me again. Okay. He says excuse me to the girl standing in front of the way blocking the store entrance, staring at him, and then he walks into the store. The girls look like they want to speak, but we've never spoken and don't need to start now. They are the stuck-up crew of girls who have no reason to be stuck up. He is so fine, I'd give him like 10 babies, Shania says. Sir, let's just go to class, Damien says. We all start laughing. Who was that? Tony asks. Graham's homeboy, I say. She nods and we start walking toward the school. I see Kai and his crew walking toward us in the direction of the store. They're loud and rowdy as usual. As they get closer to us, Kai goes to grab my arm and pull me with them. Damien grabbed Kai by the throat. No. Kai starts coughing. Damn, D, I was just joking. Me too. Damien pats Kai on the back. As we get closer to the school, I could swear I see Evan's car parked in the corner. But when I got close enough to make sure, the car pulled off.